Здравейте на всички, добре дошли в 115 епизод от поредицата ми на Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous. Продължаваме откъдето бяхме стигнали, вече сме тук в арената и сега ще говорим с мастърчета тук, за да се запишем и да видим как ще се справим на арената. I want all of Evolution here to know my name. I want you to arrange a match for me against your strongest gladiator. Tiefling falls silent. He looks as though he's calculating something in his head. Finally, he responds. If that is truly your goal, you will have to defend... Nah. If that is truly your goal, you will have to defeat the current champion. If you kill Galderfang, your name will be on everyone's lips, but you will have to prove yourself if you want to face the champion. A fight with Galderfang is a big deal here in Oceania, and only members of the Nahidrian League, the elite gladiators of Battle Bliss, are considered worthy opponents. Killing others just to entertain spectators. These creatures of the abyss saw death and destruction in such a careless, casual manner. But it is extremely difficult to join the league. You have to slay an active member and take their place. So if you wish to fight the champion, you will have to spend a lot of time in the arena. However, if you would like, I can arrange a fight between you and another newcomer. If you can prove yourself in battle, I will be able to find you a match against a more reputable opponent. I've killed hundreds of demons. Why should I have to prove myself to anyone? The Tiefling shrugs. I'm sure you fought countless enemies back on Golarion, but this is the Abyss. No one cares. If you want the audience to respect you, you'll have to prove yourself in the arena. They won't take you seriously until you show them what you can do. Very well, I'll prove myself and fight another newcomer. I'm glad we've reached an understanding. The Tiefling nods respectfully. I'm ready to enter the arena. You're in luck. For the past couple of days, your Mangalet has been obsessed with recruiting new talent. Чакайте, че ми се движи стола тук. Така. He wants to introduce a promising new fighter into the arena. I think you could play the part perfectly. Your Mangalet may even give you a chance to earn a place in the Hydrian League. However, if you like to become a candidate for membership, be careful. You'll likely be matched up against a very dangerous opponent. Who is my opponent? The Tiefling looks questioningly at the imp who is picking up out of the back. The imp shrugs and waves his hand dismissively before disappearing again. Zeklex turns back to you. Some nameless newcomer. Will it be a fight to the death? Of course, every fight must end in the death of a gladiator. It's the most important part of the show. Many of our spectators come here just to watch the gladiators finish off their fallen opponents. They want to see spectacular death scenes and cunning coups the grace. Of course, some fighters survive the ordeal and can be pieced back together, but the Tiefling gives you an uprising glance. I wouldn't bet on it if I were you. I'm ready to enter the arena. I wish you good luck. If you die, greet death with a sweet kiss. Better still, slay all of your opponents and return alive and victorious. Сега само аз ли ще се бия? Или с партито сме? Добре. This fighter is a nobody from nowhere, but if he survives, worship the ground he walks on. Today we have the dubious honor of welcoming to the arena Justin of Golarion. Let's see what moniker he earns for himself, if he lives that long. And who will stand against him? Well, they may be small, but they are far from harmless. If you underestimate them, they'll bite your family jewels off. Their family jewels. An outsized amount of spite wrapped in a tiny, ugly package. It's Mugmug's wild gang of methods. I'll bite your nose off. You Galarian scum. I'm wild and terrible. Mugmug, tremble before me. We'll soon know which of these two Titans will emerge victorious. Fighters, commence battle! Трябва да се сложим Fire Resistance много бързо.
Let me help.
Fire. Така.
Now we are making a mystery of ourselves.
Чак. Мога ли да ги запукам аз тук или... мога.
Make your peace.
Искам да стрелям първи. О, yeah. Окей. Първия сдаде. Право ги нападаме. Тук бих могъл да ги запукам с един chain lightning, by the way. Това ще твърде добро с наистина. Окей. Май прекалих с магиите тук. Ама нищо. Даже май прекалих и с подготовката. Определено. Определено използвах по-силна магия, отколкото трябваше за тия жалки кричачета. Даже не им оставих ход, е така. Hey, who knows? Maybe someday he'll get a chance to fight against a member of the Nahidrian League once they start accepting methods into their ranks. Добре, започваме с много low level противници. Man expectations. Сега. Тук какво става? Не бе. Защо не са всички? Всички. Искам да видя сега тук на самата арена дали нещо можем да правим. Щом ни пуска тук явно след като победиме някой противник, ще можем да му събереме гащите и нещата. Брони, оръжия, каквото има. Две демидж. Лавата ни блъска тук. Добре, аз откъде? Патен сега с какво направих. Добре, сами се излиза, какво става? Мале, какво се направих аз? Ама нищо. Това е да си знам да се науча за следващия път. Исках да огледаме навсякъде, защото можеше да има нещо скрито, което да си намеря. Това е Ирмангалет, himself, така ли? Интересно. Добре. Чакай. Какво става? Какво става такова? Бандата Мефити директно ги пръснаха. Здрасти. Exactly as greets you politely. How can I be of assistance? Is this your idea of a joke? Were you trying to humiliate me? Why did you put me against such a ridiculous opponent? Не, няма да го питаме някакви странни въпроси. Мефит Слеяр не ме интересува, че ми викате. I'm ready to enter the arena. I'm afraid you will have to wait until I can find your worthy opponent. However, you could use this time to assist me in a matter we spoke earlier. Now would be the perfect opportunity for you to do what I asked. Какво беше то? Не искам да се оплакваме някакви неща. Какво трябва да направим за него? Аз... Matter of reputation. Visit Woodus Mansion. Не. Scare audience, become famous. Demand explanations from Zaklex. Аз трябва да... окей. Is this your idea of a joke? Да, това отчетохме. Така. Ето го квест. Your conversation is interrupted by an eccentric-looking demon with suspiciously bright eyes. Judging from the slur of the words, he is under the influence of some kind of mind-altering substance. Look at that. That's the Mephit's lair. Train hard, boy. Maybe someday you'll be strong enough to fight the real Dredge. Zaklex frowns in irritation. With astounding speed, he produces a dagger from his sleeve and cuts the demon's throat in one swift, clean movement. The insolent demon grudges staring at the tiefling in surprise. He slowly sinks to the floor beneath the contemptuous gaze of his killer. The tiefling cleans his blade with what is quite possibly the only handkerchief in the abyss. His face is pale and he looks slightly sick as he glances at the corpse. What a brute, he mutters quietly to himself, then he turns to you. Please listen to me before you draw your weapon. This was an outrage, yes, but it wasn't my idea. This was done on Ingalet's orders. He came up with the brilliant idea to match you up against the Mephit. He thought the crowds would find it funny. I couldn't stop him, but I assure you, this will never happen again. Quick as a flash, Zaklex produces a gold coin from his bag and places it into your hand. Here, this is for you. From now on, you can freely use the transportation arch that is located near the battle bliss. Yes, this is one of the privileges afforded to the arena gladiators. I demand a proper fight. Zaklex closes the bag hastily to prevent the imp's agitated efforts to escape, and I promise that I will arrange a proper fight for you. But first I need you to do me a favor. I'll arrange a match for you against the Flare twins. However, they were supposed to fight someone else, so I'll have to find them a replacement. Unfortunately, we don't have enough decent fighters left in the arena. I would be very grateful if you could procure a new batch of gladiators for me. I will cover the costs, of course. We were asked to kill those little Mephits, and we did. Now we are asked to do another bad thing. They do not see us as crusaders anymore, they see us as one of their own. I will not become a slave trader. Zaklex frowns and exchanges glances with the imp as it peeks out of the back. Why not? Does it violate your principles? This is the abyss. Scruples won't do you any good here. In fact, I advise you to keep your morals on a tight leash if you want to survive. But fine, manage to take them. I'll try to make sure your fight with the Flare twins takes place as soon as possible. I'm ready to enter. The steward looks slightly worried, but nods. As you wish. It will be a difficult fight. This opponent is more dangerous than the last one you faced, so make sure you're fully prepared before you enter the arena. However, if you win this fight, you will be one step closer to earning your place in the Adrian League. Who is my opponent? Tiefling pats the bag absent-mindedly as scrawny paw emerges and holds up two small fingers. Oh yes, the Flare twins. A dangerous duo with an impressive number of victories. They have a reputation in the arena, so defeating them will bring you an honor and prestige. However, you should remember their stage name was given to them for a reason. Flare twins. Right, I'm ready to enter. I wish you good luck. If you die, greet that with a sweet kiss. Better still, slay all of your opponents and return alive and victorious. Давай да ги почваме тези. Аз трябваше да сейвна, може би. Аха, разбирам. Гадни демони. So who will he fight today? I'll give you a hint. They'll get under your skin. Oh yes, one day they decided to get under a gladiator's skin, so they killed one, flayed him, and wore his skin as a suit. Meet the duo who makes all twins terrifying. Today, they are going to dress themselves in the height of glorious fashion, the Flare twins. I'll make a pair of shoes out of you, you soft and spineless outsider. Bring it on. We'll see which contestants survive and which ones decorate the arena with their dead bodies. Fighters, commence battle. Така. Всичко ли е наред тук? Сега знам, че те правят пойзън. С това аз ще се направя имунен на пойзън. Е така. След това се правим ето така. Отиваме напред. Правим сейф. Мога ли още малко по-напред да се придвижа? Мога. И ги запуквам, бац. С големите стрели. Какво стана? This were a fair fight. It would have been boring, but Ilmangalet will never allow boredom in his arena. Ouch. Добре. Оставяме конко тук. Сосиочето къде е тук. Той ще помогне на конко. Не. Добре, нищо е. Така. Къде е тя сега обаче? Няма да мога да го направя това, добре, нищо. Решено. Добре, айде тия са наред. Идвай тука! Ау! Drain 4 levels! Гнусна година такава. Ще те пръсна. Право отивам да ги убивам. Добре. Време е да си махнем стелта. И... то пък няма да стане така. Добре. Чакай сега. Сосиал ще му направи. Къде беше това, бе? Така. Я да не са тия на какво са имунни и на какво не са. Immunities. Death, ability score damage, drain, electricity, acid, petrify. Това нещо на добри мога да го правя. Не, глупости направих. Бате. Чакай сега. Как да го направим така, че да хване само тях? Ето така. Няма да стане. Добре. А то май трябва да е на таргет да се прави това нещо. Аз мога да си призова нещо. Phantasm of Putrefaction. Не се имам на фаер обаче. Ще метна на фаербол. Така. Чарджвам ли? Не мога да стигна. То аз също не съм... Леле, е ужас. Добре, тук ще си оставя геройчето. Сега.
I will resist.
Не, баца, вече сме имуни на тия неща. Сега ще ги пръснем. Трябва да се бъфна тук с Death Resistance.
I will bring down the divine wrath.
Добре, едното е почти мъртво. Аз ще му изджаскам стрелички е така. А това живо ли още? Добре. Как да го убием? You have ruined my clothes. This suit used to be the skin of a respectable demon. The Flare twins are no longer. It's time to think of a new nickname. Yep. Добре бе. Това така ще стане. Цака тук ще му се не види. Чакайте сега да му смъкнем АЦ-то тогава. Като толкова много ги знае нещата.
Eternal Rose, I call upon you.
Аз обаче тук го пропуснах мощно. Добре, много пропускаме това, какво става? Вау! А защо сме толкова далече някакси така? Пак ще му смъкнем на цялата. Ще да го убия. Я да пробваме с някоя друга по-тежка магия. Айде. What a heavy blow to Lucineer's fashion scene, but what a magnificent fight! Despite my cunning schemes, and despite the extensive experience of his rivals, the victory belongs to the Mephit Slayer! Okay. О, тук даже ще можем да им съберем нещата. Чакайте сега. О, те пуснаха някакви артефакти обаче. Okay. Тук ли са всички? Добре. Значи какво разбрахме от този тип, че те не обичат да играят честно. Аз да направим масов хил. Така да си върнем ние всичко, което сме загубили евентуално. Найс! Найс! Добре, дайте да видим сега какво фанахме от тях. Нищо интересно като гледам, някакви скимтари, някакви глупости. Pocket Lightning, това много ме кефи. За жалост обаче няма кой да го използва. Фанахме броня Armor of Vigilant Sprouts. Whenever the wearer of this padded armor is hit by a sneak attack or an attack of opportunity, the attacker must pass reflex saving throw or become entangled for 3 rounds. Sounds cool. Каква ми е бронята в момента? Плюс 5 Competence Bonus Mobility, плюс 3 Combat Maneuver Bonus и плюс 3 Combat Maneuver Defense. Тази обаче е плюс 4. Плюс 5 Mobility. Аз имам Mobility от бутушките, така че ще смени на тази броня. С този Pallet Armor. Ще получим 29 Armor клас, което е страхотно. Имаме и на Metals Toxic Wrap. This cloak grants wearer immunity to acid. It also makes enemies sickened for another 3 rounds upon landing a sneak attack. Всичко е за sneak атаки тук. All round defense. Whenever the wearer of this ring is 10 feet from the companion who wears the same ring, they both gain the effect of back-to-back. If both they already have the back-to-back feat, they gain additional плюс 2 bonus to AC. Значи, ако го нямаме back-to-back, получаваме само feat. Обаче, ако го имаме, получаваме плюс 2 bonus to AC, ако компонентите са на 10 фута разстояние един от друг. Нещо не ме кеф много такива. Но това между другото е много яко, ако го комбинираме може би и с самолетите. Дали ще се получи много готино, не съм сигурен. Така създавам и предпоставка да си мисля, че може да е хубаво, обаче не съм сигурен. Но може и да е готино. Така направим сейф. Мисля, всъщност трябваше да продадем преди себе. Да посетиме този тип. Така, това е някакъв тъп. Да, блед, окей. Тия неща заминават. Full plate. Тук не мисля, че имам какво да продавам, освен това смешен пръстен. И това е в общи линии. Да. Пак сейваме, защото хубаво да има сейф. За да не правим 100 неща. My fight in the arena was far from fair, care to explain. Don't like to be called the Method Slayer. I want to change my title. Не искам. Zeklex greets you politely. How can I be of assistance? I don't like being called Method Slayer. Добре, айде да му кажем това. I want to change my title. Видим какво ще стане. There's nothing I can do about that, I'm afraid. The crowd loves it. And that is all that matters to Irmanga. You remain the Method Slayer for as long as the audience finds it amusing. My fight in the arena was far from fair. Care to explain? The imp squeals angrily as he tries to get out of the bag. Zeklex hold the bag shut, fighting to keep his belligerent companion inside. I swear, it was Irmaglet's idea. Почвам да си мисля, че не е идея на Ирмаглет, често казвам. As you should already know, he is not a fan of fair fights. I regret that you have been caught in his trap. However, you held up well. You've got talent. I may be able to arrange a match for you against a serious opponent, maybe even the champion. I want to challenge the strongest fighter in the arena. Things don't work like that around here. Gellerfang only fights members of the Hydrian League, and a fight with him is a big deal. After his last incident, Irmaglet strictly forbade him from entering the arena without permission. Gellerfang is his bodyguard after all. So, if you want to fight the champion, you'll have to join the Hydrian League, and there is only one way to do that, by killing another member of the league. Fighting a member of the league is a privilege. You have to earn the right to face them in battle. Now, I might be able to help you on that front, but first, you'll have to do me a favor. I want to give a gift to the current champion. I'd like to send him a most beautiful succubi from the 10,000 Delights. I need you to make a deal with them and convince them to provide their services to Gellerfang. If you do this, Gellerfang will be happy for me to arrange a fight between you and a league fighter without delay. Мога да пробвам да му поискам the gold up front. Where can I find this succubi? There is a brothel in the middle city called the 10,000 Delights. It's owned by succubi and is located near the border of the upper city. It's a magnificent place of pleasures. However, you should be careful. Once you are there, you want to keep track of your coin purses and the time. I've known demons who stopped in at one brothel for a quick rendezvous and didn't come back out until years later. No, интересно. Добре, айде да пробваме. I need the gold up front. Не стана. I'm afraid that is out of the question. Here in Oceanira we only pay money up front if we are truly desperate. I don't think our client situation is dire enough to justify such extreme measures. Добре, ще го направим. Let's hope your efforts will be successful. Zeus bows respectively from the depths of his bag. You see a glint of large, curious round eyes. Импчето ни се кефи.
I will guide us.
Сега какво става? Rumors about Commander are spreading through the city. Харесва ми. Имаме напредък. Аз чух се пак дали да не се лоуднем да го направим това нещо за паричките апфанонт, защото ще ни даде експириенс. Вие знаете как аз обичам експириенс. Експириенсът е много важен. 40, ние имаме 29, това означава, че ни трябват 11. Трябва да хвърлим 11 или повече. Ми има шанс да го направим. Аз се лодна. Да видим какво ще стане. Така. Добре. Така. По 648. 40 000 ни даде. Tiefling carefully counts out the gold coins and hands them over to you. This should compensate your expenses. I don't like being cold. There's nothing I can do about that, I'm afraid. The crowd loves it. Така. The other fun will have to do without a... чакай. Не. Ще трябва да му уреждам с куби. Сега ще видим как ще стане това. Трябва да скачим Индия Upper City. Аз дали мога да се качвам Индия Upper City? Сега ще видим. Значи имаме един път през... руфтоп. През покривите. Боже господи, като започна да забравям думата на български, право лошо ми става. Това е много тежко, между другото, че постоянно цъкам игри на английски, гледам филми на английски, накрая не мога да говоря на български ръци. Тук сега какво става, господин Гард? Сейваме. Мога да го връсна? Мога да го връсна. Hey, it's the Mephit Slayer himself! The guard takes a closer look at Orisha and flashes an interested grin. Your face is familiar. Have we met before? Suddenly, recognition draws on. Orisha, is that you? I said you defected to the Crusaders. But I always said a rabbit bitch like you would never deal with goody mortal scum. Welcome home. Oceanera missed you and your wild escapades. Orisha purses her lips and turns away, not deigning to answer. Her face grows deathly pale, and there is despair in her eyes. I want to know more about the city. The demon sighs heavily. All these outsiders, Nocticoa commanded the guards to instruct our guests on local customs. We're a welcoming city and happy to see you, scum. I mean, happy to meet your exotic travelers. Anyway, here's a quick guide that will keep you alive in Oceania. At all times, no matter what, you need to remember 4 things. Who rules the land? Under your feet. What they have forbidden you to do? Who you can draw your weapon against? And who you want to avoid offending at all costs. Seriously, you'd be better off impaling yourself on your own blade than going toe-to-toe with some of the designers of this place. What are the local laws like? Who runs things in the city? Nocticoa, who else? But she's busy sitting in her palace looking pretty and couldn't care less about our business here. This is why her sycophant Shamira, mistress of the harem of ardent dreams, has the final word in the city's affairs. It's not like she cares what's happening either. She just singles someone out, accuses them of some misdeed, and sends them to stew in a cauldron of boiling filth. There's no real rhyme or reason to her behavior. She just does it to keep everyone in line. And well, it works. Though her power isn't unlimited, there are others in the city whose word carries a great deal of weight. Take Hebsmira, for example. She has a great deal of influence despite being new here, not to mention a demon born of Baphomet. The city is her playground. Shamira is the only one she treats as an equal. Stuck up, bitch. If I were you, I'd steer clear of Baphomets. Scheming jerks, the lot of them. Lady Valexia in the upper city. She is like the leader of Evolutioneer's elite. She is always gentle, speaks softly, never rips out anyone's throats in the streets. All in all, I've never met a more sinister and grim creature in my entire life. Irmangalet, the master of the Battle Bliss, also commands some authority. He's a psychopath, even by local standards. This one time, he put on quite a show. He invited all the scum in Lower City to a free performance in the arena. Then he locked the gate and let loose a deep-sea monster in the stands and announced it would cost them 10 eyeballs per demon to leave. Do you know, Burgers? He used to have 4 eyes. Now he has 1. Such slaughter. It still makes me giddy with excitement. Among the succubi, Shivaro is in charge. She's an angry bitch, but she acts sweeter than the blood of a righteous man. Minago used to run the 10,000 delights until Shawaro found her way in. Must be quite a weasel, that one. Come to think of it, this city is chock full of bosses. Anywhere you have 2 demons, one will always be trying to crush the other under his boot. What are the local laws like? It's not like anyone in Evolutioneer cares about laws, so we have almost none. Well, there are guards at the gate to keep riffraff out of the really nice places. Nocticulo prohibits anyone from laying a finger on visitors from other planes. We're the trading hub of the Abyss, see? Everyone is welcome. Please come again, thank you very much. But don't unclench your bowels just yet. All of the above applies only to real movers and shakers. Small fry are either eaten or enslaved. The slave cages are crammed full of extraplanar guests. Ha! I see. Then stop wasting my time and be on your merry way. I want to go through. The demon gives you a bored look, then shrugs. Go on in then. You're clearly not a gutter snipe. You look too respectable. I've heard your name before, so why not? Cool. О, вижте, то даже някакво асансьорче такова. Обаче, знаете ли какво искам да направя аз? Аз искам да се кача по покривите. Само, че как се ставаше това? Някъде от тук. О, да. Атлетикс ни трябва сега. Давайте. Това тук ще фараме много експириенс от това нещо, ако успеем да го направим както трябва. Ау. Пак се пребихме. Обаче имаме достатъчно кръв да се пребиваме, което е хубаво. Тук 36. Бата. Това път обаче ролнахме добре. Which is cool. И сега се качихме in the upper part. Явно. The upper part, това ще бъде много готино. Сега да видим какво става. Много ни зарежда тая горната част, бе. Чак всичко ми заби. Finding your way around Evolutioneer. In this strange abyssal realm, space itself sometimes behaves in weird, unexpected ways. By turning the camera due south, north, east or west, you can move parts of the city around, even floating islands, opening new paths. Holy! Тук ще е дебело. Добре, мога да продължа да се катеря. Насаквам. Това само ще се върти обаче. Въпросът е, аз мога ли да ходя там? Не, това е в края на картата, едва ли. Се придвижвам. Climb to the rooftop. Alright. Добрата новина е, че тук пак се справихме. Have traps. Оп, чакай. Тук има някаква сграда даже. Вау, тук обаче много ми лаги играта. Не знам защо така става. Вау, колко страшно лагало е така. Силно защото има сега много елементи, които са... Добре, а тук дали мога да дойда? Не, едва ли. Тия неща са в края на картата, не би трябвало да можем да ходим на там. Някакви неща. Ехе, а тук що не е показано всичко така, има портали. Има някакви портал up, портал down. Into 10,000 delights, тук трябва да отидем. The Flash Markets, добре. И тук. Harem of Ardent Dreams, това беше другото място, което трябва да отидем. Добре. А то тук е портата всъщност за надолу, предполагам. Симулгад. Чакайте да си отворим пътя, може би, за да не се занимаваме после. Tell me what lies beyond the gate. The lower city is disgusting, a midden heap and filthy slum. There's where Oceaneer dumps everything it doesn't need. It's a waste, it's losers, it's problems, a massive cesspool where the unwanted stew and ferment and very occasionally produce something of value. The only place worth mentioning is the Gladiator Arena and Battle Bliss. To tell the truth, it's been getting a little stale recently. They are pitting unskilled losers against veteran fighters, but the chumps die much too quickly. Where's the screaming, the pain, the anguish? They trip over their own feet, get eviscerated, have their guts shoved down their throats. Then they just die. Where's the fun in that? Demon gives a nasty grin. I want to go through. Отваря ми портата, брат. Сега. Тук имахме level drain. Обаче те са 4 левела. Аз трябва да си смъкна level drain. Сега да видим обаче с кое ставаше, защото аз преди мисля, че смъквахме много level drain с restoration само. Значи сега май ще ми трябва restoration greater за 4 лева да си върна. Да, добре. Трябва да си накупя и Diamond Dust, въпреки че за момента имам, мисля, че е достатъчно. Как се местят сградите, направо разбиват. Някакви slaves. Обаче gold. Добре, насам. Ето тук има някаква сграда. Вижте как. Може би може да ходим тук настрани все пак. Тук има някакъв лут. Я чакай да видим. Къде е този лут всъщност? Тук някъде. Тук има от тези стени демоничните. Ето го лута. Аз бях тук. Мога да се телепортирам тук, обаче тук няма да мога да направим нищо, може би, за сега. По-скоро трябва да намерим нещо, което ни позволява да премахваме тия стени. И то най-вероятно... This demon looks frail and sickly, especially in comparison to the mighty entourage that surrounds him. His voice sounds dull and tired, but his demeanor is calm and self-assured. He clearly believes himself to be in full control of the situation. A mortal with mythic abilities. How fortunate that you have made your way into the abyss. Moreover, you have come to Oceaneer, which makes things even more convenient for me. Yes, what a stroke of luck. You see, I need you to be my test subject. Who are you? The demon remains silent for a moment. Either he is hesitant to reveal his name or he simply enjoys prolonging the suspense. I am Mustafan. Nee, МУТАСЕЙФЪН. I am МУТАСЕЙФЪН. I am, at present, Hevsmira's most trusted alchemist. I am on an urgent mission for her. Perhaps you can even guess what it is. Zantil Vang was working on something similar in your world. Of course, it was a mistake to entrust such work to someone who wasn't a demon. He did not fully appreciate the honor he had been given. No wonder he enhanced No wonder his enhanced demons couldn't protect him. But it does not matter. I am superior to him in all respects. And I keep better pets. Greetings, fellow scientist. May I ask what is your specialty? What experiments do you undertake at work and in your spare time? Would you like to conduct a joint experiment with me? Piss off. Surely it's dangerous for such a valued scientist to stroll around the ocean, ambushing enemies. MUTASEYFÖN's voice remains flat and indifferent. Believe it or not, I am in absolutely no danger. So you're going to attack me or? Yes. Let's get started, shall we? Turns around. Servants, you don't have to take this specimen alive. I just need the body. Targona? Your arrogance blinds you, demon. Do you think it will be easy for you to escape if things do not go your way? Yenio е тук също. I thought demons were smarter and stronger in the abyss, but that is certainly not the case with this demon. И Беренгер е тук. Таргона, Yenio, Berenger. Какво правят тук тия? They say the gods cannot hear our prayers here in the abyss, but perhaps they will hear your frightened squeals, demon. What is that I hear? A friendly voice in the abyss? What good fortune. More vivisection material. Excellent.
Defeat is not an option.
Батънце, какво става тук, бе? Е така. Чакай. Аз... Какво искам да направя, даже не знам. Тук искам да видя 41 IC. 37. Тия не са много силни, бе, бат. Значи ние ще ги пръснем. Чакай. Study target. И направо го започвам това. А също само да видя на какво са имунни. Electricity. Poison. Този. Electricity, Common Maneuver, Grapple, Frightened, Paralyzed, Entangled, Difficult Terrain, Slowed, Immobilized. Може да го иммобилайзваме. Добре. Okay, this. Пича, сега направо ще го пръснем. Чайто да станем имунни на Evil. Така. Той беше имунен на много неща, ама не на всичко, което ще му свърши работа. Така че аз сега мога... Ма не, по-скоро няма да използвам тежки магии. Направо да му смъкна так роловата на това нещо. Ау! Така. Конко нещо не ги цели, бе, защо така? Обаче аз мисля да използвам един контрол Fireball. Така. 18-19 днеш, по-добро от нищо. Те ми направиха някакви стагари тук, някакви неща. Oh yeah.
Prepare yourself.
Ouch. 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 Спри, бе! Oh, fucking shit, man. Добре. Взи направо, така ме издразни. Сега ще го пръсна от бой.
Desna, guide my hand.
Fall!
Не е хубаво това, което се случва, защото хабиме диаманти. Айде по-оцели го пъти, бе, брат. Гледай сега какво става. Някой умря ли още тук? За момента не. Добре. Не. Трябва да му смъкна.
We shall overcome. I shall not falter. Let's make this quick.
Какво ми каза той? Нещо? Телепорт и нещо. What's happening? Why can't I teleport? Why?
Do not hold back.
I will resist.
Ние всички вече сме с по една атака и не мога да му го удариме това. То ще оцелее, бе, брат. Какво стана?
Strike as one.
Prepare yourself.
There is not much Iomede's servants could do that would surprise me, but I did not expect to see you in the abyss. What should I do with such a sudden gift? Deal with you on the spot? Or let you thrash around in agony? Oh, I know what I'll choose.
The echo of the scar tilts his head slightly to the side. His voice is casual, as if he were merely continuing a recent dinner conversation. Berenger nods to you casually. A stately gray-haired warrior straightens her shoulders proudly and tightens her grip on her weapon. You better recognize Yenio as the woman you rescued from
Light shines brightest in the darkness, monster. You will be defeated in the abyss, just as you were once defeated on Galarian.
What kind of creature are you? An angel? But you have the flesh of the abyss.
Do you not remember me, monster? I am Targana, the Silver. I thank heaven for our meeting. for I will soon behold the death of the one who robbed me of my brother, Lariel.
Now I understand. How hot the fire of your rage must be burning, Angel. One day you will learn that such fire can scorch you too.
At the sound of Lariel's name, a shadow passes across the echo of the sky's face. You see a strange evil cunning in his eyes. What do you want from me? Nay, what have you done with Eliandro Echo? I'm sure you cannot wait to gloat.
I will say only one thing. My victim is still alive. But so much time has passed. I'll allow you to imagine the rest.
Something resembling a smile flickers across the monster's frightening visage.
This is terrible news, but there is still some hope. If we can track down our enemy, we can discover where he is keeping his prisoner.
What do you want from me?
I want your blood, your flesh, and your breath. I need you to whimper in pain and plead for mercy, and I will have all that and more from the servants of Iomade. But not today. I was not looking for you, but for MUTASEYFÖN.
And why do you need MUTASEYFÖN?
Do I really need to answer that? Well, I suppose there's no harm. MUTASEYFÖN is clever enough to work with Nahindrian crystals, and he is a demon. We can finally stop using former mortals like Xanther and Arilu as servants. I had a task for him. It's unfortunate that you interfered with my plans, but that's all right. They will soon come to pass anyway.
The paths of evil can be a strange labyrinth. They are not always rational or straightforward. The Echo of Discari himself could have been considered mortal. After all, the Demon Lord molded him from the souls of many mortal followers. Yet despite his origins, he still despises Xanther and Arilu.
What a shame. I killed the demon you were looking for.
No, you did not. MUTASEYFÖN can't be killed, at least not by conventional methods. He's probably groveling at Hepzimira's feet by now, begging her not to punish him for wasting a few demons on such a stupid escapade. She will not be happy about that. Oh no, she most certainly will not.
The Echo remarks indifferently. That to all monsters.
I have no desire to fight you, mortal. If the Abyss doesn't finish you off quickly enough, I might hurry things along, but not yet.
О, избягай тогава. Смелото еко на Дескари, няма що. Our enemy is gone, however. The spell he cast gave me some insight into his movements. He retreated to a nearby portal and used it to teleport somewhere. I could not determine the precise location of the portal, but I am sure we can find it, and when we do, we can discover where the Echo is hiding. The Echo is cunning. It will be difficult to catch him off guard. Targona, how did you get here? Oh yes, my radiant sister. My heart is gladdened by your presence, but I am also surprised to see you. How did you find us here? Why did you decide to come? You avoided me when I was in Dresden. Targona said, it's a long story, and I would prefer not to speak openly about it here. It would be better to have this conversation in a safe place, if such a thing even exists in the Abyss. But to put it briefly, I heard that you, Justin, were sent to the Abyss on a special mission, and suddenly it was as if I were awakening from a dream. I had been so preoccupied with my own grief that I had forgotten what was important. Our enemies are not yet defeated, and there are many who still fight bravely on the front lines of the war. At that moment, I decided that I would do whatever it takes to find you in the Abyss. Greetings, Justin. Do you remember snatching all the animal from the clutches of that damn Minago? Well, a day in Dresden was enough for me to realize that I couldn't just leave. I'm not meant to live out the rest of my life in peace and safety. We all may fall, but once a paladin, always a paladin. I was lucky enough to meet Targona and begged her to take me with her into the Abyss. I want to repay the debt I owe you. Commander, you tore me away from my hermit life and convinced me to rejoin the Crusader army. Then you decided to go to the abyss and leave us all behind. I thought that was rather rude, so I followed you here. Perhaps my special warden powers, or whatever they're gonna call them, will come in handy while we are in the abyss. And if not, I always have my sword. It was not hard to travel into the abyss, however, it was difficult to find you. Our prayers are not heard in this cursed place, and everything here is hostile to my power. But it was our enemy who helped me, albeit unknowingly. I was able to follow the Echo's trail, and it led me here. Handle the Inheritor, did you say that you tracked the Echo? I did what I could. He was unable to utilize the traditional method of demon transportation. The power of the Holy Words is almost identical to the power of Wardstones, so the Echo could not teleport away. It was as if he was close to a real Wardstone. However, he still managed to elude my gaze. There is every indication that the portal is located nearby and the power of the Wardstones does not affect such magical structures. Unfortunately, I do not know the exact location of the portal, so we'll need to discuss how we can find it. There is a place here that is known as the Nexus. It is where the Rift of the Midnight Vein leads into a collection of portals. We can meet there and discuss everything. That is a wise decision. Let us convene a council. We'll discuss what our enemy is planning and how we can find his lair. Чакай бе! Добре. Така. Трябва да резеректваме нашия магиосник тук. Contagious Shroud. Sicken, добре, вече не сме Sicken, идеално. Чакайте са. Как е оцелял този като трупълне тук и всичките неща му паднаха директно на нас? Има Contagious Shroud, има някакви неща. Тази изглежда като Минаго, обаче не е. Ние убихме Минаго вече. Някакво да я мисля. Но така. Трябва да направим хилчета. Едно такова хилче. То няма да се наложи да правим много различни хилчета. Айде още едно за всеки случай. Единственото лошо е, че сега няма бъфове върху нея, за съжаление, но нищо. То така или иначе няма много такива, които й даваха магически неща. Скимтър на плюс 4, Heavy Crossbow на плюс 4. Тя с какво се бие? Ставчи. Тук също мислехме да минем на стафа. By the way. Така, тук имаме ставчи. Wilder Cast. Плюс 2. Overcome Spell Resistance. 5 Competence Bonus. Magic. А този став беше за... Не, беше за Evocation. Ashmaker. Чуда се дали да не ги размениме. Evocation School. Защото тук имаме неща, които ни дават много работи. Illusion. Тук имаме да преминаваме Spell Resistance. 4 bonus caster level checks. Made to overcome spell resistance of the War Mage. Не, така ще ги оставим. Добре. Ядаме той какво ни даде. Chain Shirt на плюс 4. Така. Contagious Shroud. Whenever the wearer of this cloak is attacked in melee, the attacker must pass fortitude saving throw and become sickened and vulnerable to acid за 4 рунда. This effect can only occur once per attacker during combat. Плюс 4. Апгрейдче. На кой му трябва плюс 3. Ще заложим едно решение за сега. За да има 30 армор класа с стрелкинята. Intelligence, Dexterity. Опа, Ring of Protection плюс 3. Определено за близкобойния. Другите си плюс 2 и без това. О, аз съм бил с 100 пръстен. Пък тя е била с плюс 3 пръстен. Не съм забелязал въобще. Of Resistance, Unbound Defense. Да, всъщност това е всичко ново. Значи няма други нови неща. Така. Аз може би трябва да си сложа все пак Mage Armor, да си имам. Въпреки, че той Mage Armor направи кой знае какво. Така, тук има неща. Аз всъщност имам ли някакви негативни работи върху мене? Опиум. Curse of Weakness. Момент. Вече не би трябвало да имам Curse of Weakness. Добре. Така, някой друг. Добре, че си сложих мърсито, което маха кърстове, защото сега вече мога да се чистим от всякакви такива неща. Минус 6 стрейнт съм бил, аз затова не го целя като го нападаха. Си викам, какво става, радше? To the Flash Markets, тук сме насам. Добре. Тук нагоре Portal Down. Into the 10,000 Lights. Тук имаме някакви портали, които са с... Това не знам сега, Quest Marker ли е, какво е? Не е сигурно. Тук бяхме, обаче няма нищо. Добре. Flash Markets, Flash Markets. Portal Up. Ще рече... Portal Up, обаче той е долу. Тук какво имаме? Knowledge World. Сейфче. Аз вече успях ли да имам 40... 40 АЦ. О, бате. Добре, почваме да ставаме тежки машини. Така. The Flash Markets are one of the largest slave markets in the Abyss. Since the opening of the world one, it has been flooded with captives from Golarion. Експириенсът ни е по средата. Наближаваме 16 левел. To the Flash Markets. Разбирам, портала ето тук. Значи влизаме тук и слизаме най-вероятно тук. In the Flash Markets. Тоест тук се движиме през портали. Добре, аз преди да сляза надолу, мисля първо да гледаме тази сграда, като слезе надолу, какво става? Аз не виждам никаква разлика. Тук обаче е пълно с лейвове навсякъде. Go down the rooftops into the slums. Как така, бе? Climb the rooftop. Добре, значи тук мога да се качим, няма да се телепортирам. Така. Не бързам да използвам портали, защото не е нужно за момента. Тук горе няма нищо. Ето тук има нещо обаче. Това тук, ето тук. Аз тук мога да видя. That's nice. Какво е сега? Оп. Into the Grim Mansion. Май намерих меншъна на този лошия, който трябва за квеста на Грейбор. By the way. Той обаче Грейбор... Защо няма... Аз му сложих блър. Защо му изчезна блър? Явно този ни е диспелвал неща, защото бъфовете не ги няма. Да. Интересно. Добре. Значи аз сега ще се възползвам по-скоро от по-леки бъфчета. Така. Драги, тази годинка ни е премахвала бъфовете. Ти да видиш. Стрейнт на Грейбор ще сложим.
You are my favorite aid.
Ние сега имаме още един Wisdom. Аз ще сложа Wisdom. Значи Wisdom ни дава Wisdom ни дава Will Saving Throws, затова се възползваме от него по най-добрия начин. Така, и тук можем да си дадем един Animal Growth на кончето. То не беше лошо един рунд на лево, пък седи това. Ние в този менш няма да е лошо да имаме си Invisibility. То си Invisibility стои дълго време, така че преспокойно може да го имаме в предвид. Добре де, при всички положения, за да не става епизода пак прекалено дълъг, мисля да сложим край тук. В следващия епизод ще влезем into the Green Mansion, което предполагаме мястото, което трябва да отидем за квеста на нашия приятел Грейбор. Какво стана? Rumors, Commander Spreading. Strike a deal on hiring Succubi from the 10,000 Delights. Experiencing the Bliss. Това не е квест. Имаме Devastation. Targon and others are waiting in the Nexus to discuss the situation. The Echo of the Sky is hiding somewhere nearby and he has captured someone from Polar's Fall. But how can the commander find his hiding place and get inside without alerting the enemy? Сега ние трябва да се върнем Discuss the Plan of Action. Ясно. Тоест ние трябва да се върнем до Nexus-а. Аз вече се набъфих тук за бой. Може би първо Шиваро. The Slave Trader. Шиваро. С него не трябваше ли да говорим нещо? Тук в Slave Market имаме много работа. Той има стълби за надолу. Колкото си спомням. Да, тук има някакви пътища. Добре. Ще видим обаче на къде ще поемем в следващия епизод. Най-вероятно ще пробваме да биеме тук в The Green Mansion, каквото има. Така че ще е опасно, така че трябва да сме доста подготвени за срещу противниците. Но да, ще видим в следващия епизод. Благодаря ви, че гледахте. Надявам се да ви е било забавно. Желая всичко най-хубаво и чао!